In today's video, talk about a Formula 1 rumor that doesn't seem to go away. I also want to explain why, based on everything I've seen and my own opinion, I think it would be unwise move if it were ever to happen. The rumor, which has been reported and discussed by several media outlets, is that Max Verstappen could join Mercedes for the 2027 Formula 1 season. At the time of making this video, nothing has been officially confirmed, so this is my opinion on the speculation that's currently circulating. Personally, I think that move would be unrealistic, and I also think it could be a mistake for Mercedes if it ever happened. Why? Because when I look at the current Mercedes lineup, I see George Russell and Kimi Antonelli. In my view, Antonelli appears to be growing in confidence and becoming increasingly competitive within the team. That's my assessment based on what we have seen so far. Now imagine putting Max Verstappen into that environment. In my opinion, that could create one of the most intense driver pairings Formula 1 has ever seen for quite some time. It could produce incredible racing, but it could also create enormous pressure inside the team. Whether that pressure would ultimately benefit Mercedes or create problems is something none of us can know for certain, but I think the risks outweigh the rewards. That's why I struggle to see why Mercedes could want to make that move, assuming they remain happy with the progress of their current drivers. On the other side of the equation, I don't see a compelling reason for Max Verstappen to leave Red Bull. From my perspective, Red Bull still has every reason to try to keep him, and unless circumstances change significantly, I think staying where he is makes more sense than starting over somewhere else. Of course, Formula 1 has surprised us many times before. Drivers have made moves that nobody expected, so I certainly wouldn't rule anything out. Stranger things have happened in this sport, but based on the information that's publicly available today, this transfer feels unlikely to me, and if it did happen, I believe it would be a risky decision for Mercedes. That's my opinion based on current rumors and publicly available information. I could be completely wrong, and we'll all have to find out in time what actually happens. I'd love to hear what you think. Do you think Max Verstappen could end up at Mercedes in 2027? Would it be a brilliant move or a disastrous one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. If you'd like to support the channel even further, you can check out the links in the video description or scan the QR code. Any support is greatly appreciated, but never expected. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.